In honor of National Coming Out Day, I am going to be telling you my coming out story. Now, I know America's National Coming Out Day was yesterday, but today is National Coming Out Day in the UK, and I'm sure there's some people, aside from myself, that will be taking this on through the rest of the week. Now, the long story short version is, when I came out to my mom, I had already had a girlfriend at the time, so it wasn't that bad. It's like my mom, my sister, and her boyfriend at the time, and who is still her boyfriend now, kind of technically her husband. They were actually all like really good about it. That actually went a lot better than I thought it would. School is where I had the problem, whereas a lot of people do. It wasn't really the conventional way, I guess. See, the thing is, I told somebody who I thought was my friend when she asked me who was that I was hanging outside of the McDonald's with, and I said, oh, just, plain as day, that was my girlfriend. She was like, really? And I was like, well, yeah. And then, we went about the day. Nothing else was going on. I got to gym, having last hour gym, and some girl asked me that, and it was like, it got dead silent in that bitch, And then when I said, they asked me, do you have a girlfriend, or are you gay or something? And I was like, well, yeah. And then it was like, oh my God, there's a rapist in the gym class, They were like, don't look this way, don't look at me, something, whatever else. And I'm sure, as you can imagine, for a 15, 16-year-old, I wasn't taking that too well. I was a victim of bullying. I wasn't subjected to that much physical violence, but there was a lot of verbal harassment, and either way you cut it, it's really bad. Of course, the school did nothing to protect me. I did tell people, and they, just brushed it off or whatever. And I did have to drop out because my next year I knew wasn't going to be a good experience for me. So to hang on to what little sanity I'd like to say I had left and spare me some more trauma, I just left the whole school system entirely. If you haven't noticed, well, you probably wouldn't know this because I record audio, I'm black. And this was a confrontation in front of other black people. And I usually don't like the idea of dissing my own folks, but black people can be the most openest, narrow-minded people ever. You can have 3 kids and no spouse. You can be in and out of jail all the time, and you can be all kinds of bitches and hoes, and that's fine. That's perfectly acceptable. But if you're anything that isn't heterosexual, you're just a freakish creation, and I don't appreciate that amongst my own or amongst anybody else. So now, thanks to my entirely traumatizing experience, I've developed a zero tolerance to any kind of discrimination of such sort, including discrimination against, race and gender and stuff like that. I've become a big, civil rights buff, I guess. I'm not much into history, but, I'm into what's happening now, And back then, I didn't know that there was a lesbian, gay, bi, transgender organization. I didn't know that there were people that I could have went to that would have been able to help and protect me or anything like that. So I was totally just left out. And, the song like A Rainbow in the Dark? Yeah, me. But the thing is that I'm not gay. It's more like I'm bi-curious, but I know I like girls. I'm just not sure if I like guys. Which I guess to some people that's backwards, but who are you to say what's backwards? If I had known what I knew, if I knew what I know now, I probably would have sued the school system and got a big case on discrimination, and got a little money out of it. Not much because Caddo's poor, but I've heard, I probably wouldn't be in my financial situation right now at the very least, but I guess, the money wouldn't have been the important part. The important part would have been getting the point across that this shit ain't okay, and black people really shouldn't do this to each other, and stuff like that there. And while I was at it, I was thinking about it the other day. If you think that there is a rapist next to you, why would you not have something to say about that to the authorities? And what makes you think that you're worth someone's time in the first place to think that, oh my God, just because that person's there and they like people of the same gender, that they're going to look at me and try to move in up on me? Look, I mean, this place is just full of degenerate ghetto motherfuckers. The pants sagging below their belt. They got babies when they're 14 and 15. What makes you think that you're worth anybody with some actual intelligence time? I mean, I guess that's part of the black stereotype is, as long as we're around, it's all about us. And I guess I've taken that persona on a little bit myself, but I'm not like that. But I said this is going to be a long story short version. I've gone on for 6 minutes, so I suppose I should stop. But as a lesson to anybody else who's going to come out or has already came out and they're suffering from all kinds of discrimination and stuff, you don't have to tolerate that shit. I'm sure there's some great lawyer out there that'd be sure to take your case for you, and don't make it about the money. Make it about the point that not just we're here, we're queer, get used to it. Make it about the point that it's wrong to discriminate against people of race. It's wrong to discriminate against gender. It's also wrong to discriminate against people of sexual orientation. That doesn't make us who we are. We're not rapists. We're not child molesters. We're nothing of the sort. And have a happy coming out day, week, month, year, whatever you do it well. See ya.